Hi, it's Monty from Sportive Cyclist, and in this video I am going to continue the process of rebuilding my Trek Domane 4.3 endurance road bike. So far in the last video I got up to replacing the bottom bracket bearings. I replaced the jockey wheels in my rear derailleur and fitted that one, and then I just about got to fitting the front derailleur to the bike when I had a bit of a fug up and had to stop. So in this video we're going to keep going with the process, and to be honest, let's see how far we get before I lose interest. Let's see how far we get before the video gets a bit too long. I should say, if this is the first video that you found in this series, please do head over to the first one and watch from the beginning, and I shall probably put a link to that somewhere up there. If you'd like to see more videos about road cycling, maintenance, incompetence from an enthusiastic mammal, then please do hit the subscribe button. Right, now we really should get into it. So the final scenes of the last video were me absolutely messing up the installation of a new front derailleur. I then had to go and buy it, and here it is, it's arrived. I think I said in the video it cost 40 quid. Actually, more like 25, 26 pounds. So not too bad, not too big a mistake. This time I'm going to aim to get it right. Instructions. This is the bit I messed up last time. I didn't have this nut here in front of the boss, which is mounted to the frame here. So let's see how I get on this time round. That goes in there. Definitely got this nut in place there. Oop-a. And now positioning wise, actually this tape here is rather handy. It allows you to position it sort of in the right place. The idea being you're about 1 millimetre above the teeth of the large chainring. Let's see. Tighten with the torque wrench. That's sort of in the right spot. Certain amount of trepidation. He's done it without knackering the front derailleur. Result. Right, I guess that was a bit of an anticlimax after all of that build-up. Went on without a hitch. Guess we'll see when we come to putting the chain on as to whether I fixed it in the right place. But next job, I think I'm going to fit the brakes, which includes new brake pads. That's a new job for me. I'll crack on with that. Trusty GT85. It's the box of tricks. There they are. Now, question. Are there enough of them? Although I am rather partial to a bit of red, the reason I've gone for this colour, or salmon as it's called here, is because the salmon ones, or the red ones, are needed for wet conditions. I did have the choice of green or black, but I don't have ceramic rims and I don't have dry conditions. Rear brakes, front brakes. Let's see if we can get this off. Lovely. Maybe a bit of a clean. This might be slightly worn down. Next, this. Obviously been replaced by someone. This one's a Phillips screwdriver. I prefer the Allen key. Oh, there we go. It should just slide out. Says. Fair enough. Essentially, this screw here feeds into the groove here on the brake pad and prevents it sliding out again. Once you take the screw out, slide them out, and then it's just a case of replacing them. Maybe this one, these ones were the original ones because they say Shimano on them. The other ones must have been replaced as part of the bike service. Moment of truth time. Do the brake pads I bought fit into these brakes? Let's find out. Bugger. So, looks like I'm ordering another set of those. What a pillock. Which one should I do? I'm going to do the back. Doesn't really matter, does it? I'll just do these ones, front ones. They go in. There's an arrow, and also the groove on the back obviously will line up with that. Screw them back in. Since we're here, I may as well put on a bit of grease. Lovely. Well, that was an easy job. It's just a bummer I don't have 2 sets of new brake pads. Another trip to the Wiggle website, methinks. Right, despite that parts ordering snafu, I think it's time to move on to the pièce de resistance of this whole bike build. The reason why I decided to dismantle my bike in the first place, it's time to replace the headset bearings. Now, unlike the fitting of a Trek specific BB90 bottom bracket bearing, the fitting of the bearings in a Trek specific headset are a hell of a lot easier than virtually all other types of headset. I understand it's just a case of assembling them in the right order on the fork, inserting them up there, and then screwing in the top cap, end cap type thing, and Bob's your auntie. Big one, this is the one that failed me before. This goes up into here. Actually, I think it goes up into here thusly. This one, the top one, well, it goes on the fork, obviously, but will slot into there. Trusty Zinn's manual again. Gonna need this. It'd be easier without a camera in the way. Bit of grease at the top of the fork. There's like a shaping to the inner ring, I guess, of the bearing here. It fits down onto here, like that, such that it's flush. Lovely. And then I guess it's into the frame. So I've just realised that fitting the fork would probably be a bit easier if I was fitting the handlebars at the same time, but I do actually need to take these apart slightly and give it a bit of a clean, so I'm not really in a position to do that right now. I'm going to fit them without the handlebars for now, and it'll just look a bit odd. Top tip time, I've just realised it's quite hard to do this without something close to hand to put bits and bobs on, so I'm going to slightly reorganise. They shouldn't really give me my own cycling vlog, should they? Okay, I reckon. That in there. That. Space there. Then it'll be handlebars. End cap. Go into there. Let's see. That went into there. Really, that's not going to work, is it? Because that would need to press all of that down there. That would need to go into there. Need to go into there. I think I need to put those handlebars on. Bear with me. I have actually decided that I do need to fit the handlebars in order to make this fitting of the front fork actually work. I've removed the bits and bobs relating to Garmin's and Wahoo's to make it a bit easier. I haven't removed the cables, the old cables and the old cable casings. Quite fancy keeping those to refer to when I come to installing the new gear cables and brake cables, but let's see if I can manage to do it properly this time. Let's try that again. Right, fork into here. The bottom headset bearing is on there, the top headset bearing is in there, compression, what's it called? The compression ring is there. Try as I might, I can't work out where that went, so I'm just not fitting it. I'm sure it won't matter. So, next thing is, this is called the top cover, as it tells me. It goes on. Hashtag Pro Cyclist spacers. 3, because I'm 3 times the professional. And then on goes the old handlebars. I'm using the tummy technique of supporting the forks. Bolt on the top, tightening it. Well, it's definitely on. Sounds nice. Doesn't do that shaky thing. I'm going to check to see what torque setting it should be on. I mean, you probably want to get it straight before you do this, don't you? Actually, I'm just going to leave it for now. I'll straighten it up when I've got the wheel on and can see what I'm doing. Next job. I think it's those brakes again, wasn't it? Sort of right. Probably makes sense to switch this round on the stand now. Those up later. Get these brakes in. The rear one. Just started raining. Right, I'm going to leave things there. I need to go in for my tea. As usual, I've left it far too late in the day to start some bike maintenance tasks, but hey ho. In this section of the video, I have managed to successfully, he hopes, attach the front derailleur, having naffed up the previous one. I've fitted new brake pads into here. Failed to fit new brake pads into here, need to get those ordered. I've attached the rear brake, attached the front brake, and in order to attach the front brake, I've had to reassemble the front fork. So we've got the new bearings in there. I've reattached the handlebars, need to sort out the alignment of those in due course. These are all looking a bit scraggly, but I'll be taking these off, and well, to be honest, the next job probably is to replace all of the gear and brake cables, and then to redo all of the handlebar tape. Join me in the next video as I continue the work to renovate my Trek Domane. You've been watching Sportive Cyclist, the mammal channel. I've been Monty. I'll see you in the next video.